What's going on, YouTube? YouTube playing with me, dog. YouTube took my video down of me showing who run the industry, talking about I'm promoting violence. I'm attacking a protected group. Sheesh. I don't even think black people are a protected group after all we've been through. But they are a protected group. It's crazy. But y'all need to do y'all research. Y'all need to do well research, because when you connect all the dots of all the craziest conspiracies, it all goes back to the same people, to the chosen ones. We're gonna call them the chosen ones, right? Research communism. Figure out who created communism. Figure out what group was behind communism, right? Communism is humanity's biggest threat. Communism has been destroying country after country after country, and the YEF and the UN and all these Agenda 21, Agenda 30 BS that they're pushing, all these things come from communism. All their goals align with communism. They're the same goals as communism. Read the Communist Manifesto by Karl Marx and some other dude. Karl Marx is basically a person that started communism, right? Who's Karl Marx? Karl Marx comes from a family of chosen ones, right? When you do your research on these people, you do your research on how they was kicked out of different countries for the same things, right? All these different countries are saying the same things about them, right? They're destroying culture. They're promoting they're promoting basically evil stuff. They're demoralizing. They're destroying native trade and promoting global trade, right? Because they're globalists. They're always the outsiders that's coming in. They come in and take over and start doing all type of crazy stuff, like sacrificing babies and all these crazy rituals, right? They promote pornography. They promote all these crazy things. They promote the destruction of families. They promote pronouns and all these other crazy things, right? It's them that's promoting this, right? Biden himself said that the people that are responsible for for gay marriage being signed into law, 85% of the people responsible are the chosen ones. Biden said this out of his own mouth, right? Biden thanked the chosen ones for doing their work and getting gay marriage legalized. And he said 85% of the process of getting gay marriage legalized was due to the chosen ones, right? The chosen ones are pushing homosexuality. They're pushing pornography. They're pushing all type of garbage. They're destroying the financial system. Search up the Rothschilds. The Rothschilds are chosen ones, right? They control almost every nation through a central bank that's in every nation. The central bank controls the finances of the nation, right? And they come in and they force a central bank into the nation by, they either cause a financial collapse, a financial issue, by they collude with the leaders of the nation and they pay them off, or they kill the people that's not, down with the get down. And then they fabricate a financial crisis, and in the midst of this financial crisis, they say, "Oh, we need a central bank. We need a central bank." That's what happened with America. The founder of the Federal Reserve was a chosen one. Search him up. His name is Paul Warburg. Search him up. He was a chosen one. And when you do the research on these people, it's nuts. The murder of the Indians, slavery, they all was masterminded by the chosen ones. When Christopher Columbus was a chosen one. He was hiding his chosen identity, because that was the things they did, because they was catching so much heat for all the things they was doing. So Christopher Columbus set sail the same day all chosen ones was getting expelled from Spain. The same day he set sail was the same day they was getting expelled. Right? He set sail looking for a new home. And where did he find that new home? Where did him and his chosen ones find a new home? In America with the Indians. The Indians helped them. The Indians gave them food. The Indians gave them land. And they used that and they sent letters to Spain. They sent letters to England. They sent letters to the different nations. And you know, they have chosen ones in different nations that's controlling different nations, right? And they got these nations to come in and invade. They got these nations to come in and help them destroy and kill the Indians, promising the other nations riches and all type of treasures from the Indians. But these chosen ones, once you look at all the biggest conspiracies, they're behind all the biggest conspiracies. It's them. The deep state is them, right? Trump never wants to identify them, right? Because Trump is sadly controlled by them. I used to think Trump was, oh, there's Trump's fighting the evil people, Trump's fighting the deep state. He signed a law saying that you can't criticize the chosen ones on school campus. I was shocked seeing this. I'm like, I believed in Trump. I was so shocked. But when you do your research on these people, you will find that every conspiracy connects to them. 9/11. Larry Silverstein was a chosen one. He bought the 9/11 tower before the Twin Towers, before the supposedly terrorist attack happened. When you look at all the conspiracies, who you're gonna find in the middle? The chosen ones. The slave ships. Most of the slave ships were owned by the chosen ones, right? Just like today, the chosen ones have all the money, and they disproportionately represent finances and banking and government positions. They disproportionately represented the people who own slaves, the people who own slave ships, because why? They had all the money. When you search up history, when you go down their history, you realize that for some reason they always come out of nowhere with money. They always have money for some strange reason. They have money and they start lending money. This is why they're notorious for banking, right? They come out of nowhere and they start lending money. Where did they get this money from initially? Nobody really understands where. Nobody really understands where they got this money from. But they come out of nowhere, they start lending money, and they put the nation in debt. They pay off the leaders to make the nation go worse in debt and sign crazy bad deals that benefit the chosen ones and destroy the nations. And slowly but surely, they take over the nation through the financial system. Whoever controls the nation's money controls the whole nation. This is why they start controlling every nation. And what happens? The public finds out. The public gets angry. The public figures out that they're pushing all these crazy demonic-ish. And the public starts protesting. The public starts getting angry. And the leaders start to act. These same leaders that was controlled by them start to act against them because it's too much public outrage. It's too much people it's too much people angry, right? And just like in Germany, just like in Spain, just like in England, the leaders kick them out. The leaders sign laws and kick them out because really it's because they took over the nation. But a lot of the different reasons they give, or a lot of the same reasons they give, is because of their banking practices. Their banking practices is probably the biggest reason, right? The nations complain about them. They call it usury, right? They charge high interest rates, right? And take over things and wreck industries and basically commit a hostile coup, a hostile takeover of the nation, and they become the leaders of the nation, the shadow leaders behind the scenes controlling the nation, right? And once the public finds out, that's why the ADL, and that's why they go so hard in censorship. That's why they don't want people to talk about this, because once the train starts, it can't stop. Once the public understands what's actually going on, who's actually behind all these crazy things, who's actually behind communism, who's actually behind Marxism, who's actually behind pronouns, who's actually behind all these demonic things that's going on in America. Once the public finds out, the train can't be stopped. This is why they go so hard on censorship, right? And whenever these same corrupt leaders that's controlled by them, whenever the public finds out, these corrupt leaders, in an attempt to save themselves, because when the public gets angry, once the people are mad, anybody in the way of the people will be destroyed, right? The leaders understand this. This is why they immediately turn their tail and go against these same people that they're controlled by. And if you study their history, you will see that every time they was expelled from a nation, they was expelled by the same leader they controlled, right? But do your research on these people, because it's nuts. It's not all of them, right? But it's a small elite group of them. And they control the deep state. They killed JFK. They killed Lincoln. Go do your research, right? JFK didn't want the chosen ones to have nuclear weapons, right? Nuclear weapons. They didn't want the chosen ones to have them, right? So what did the chosen ones do? The chosen ones got him killed, right? Simple, right? He didn't want them to have the nuclear weapons, and he wanted to make a certain organization in America that controls American politics. Today, they control all of American politics. 95% of people backed behind this organization win, right? So whoever this organization chooses, they become the presidents. They become the politicians, right? This organization of chosen ones chooses them. They choose our leaders, right? JFK wanted to make this group. They wanted to register them as a foreign agent. And if they would have registered as a foreign agent, they wouldn't be able to control American politics. So that, plus stopping their nuclear weapons, they came here and killed JFK. They killed Lincoln. Go do your research. It's called the Executive Intelligence Report. That's the firm that did the investigation on Lincoln, right? They did the investigation on who was behind the murder of Lincoln. Search them up, search the Executive Intelligence Report, and search up Lincoln. Search them up together, and they'll show you all the evidence of who was implicated, who was involved in killing Lincoln. It was the chosen ones. Same thing with JFK. Search up the documentaries about the chosen ones, their nation, and how they killed JFK. It will break it all down to you. I would break it all down to you here, but I can't. I already tried. I didn't even make no commentary on the video I made showing who runs and controls the industry. All I did was show names of CEOs, of owners, of founders. I didn't even make no commentary. I wasn't even in the video. I just simply listed names I found off of Wikipedia. That's all I did. All I did was list names off of Wikipedia. My video was immediately taken down. It's nuts. But do your research on the chosen ones. It will blow your mind. It connects all other conspiracies.